we are knitting the mesh pattern in the round. The pattern repeat consists of 3 stitches. Next, let's look at a detailed explanation. We begin knitting the mesh pattern in the round. We need the number of stitches to be a multiple of 3. We slip the first stitch, knit the second stitch, and then knit the next one. We pass these 2 stitches over like this, just as we do in flat knitting. We make a yarn over. Next, we slip a stitch, knit 2 stitches, and pass them through the slipped stitch. Again, yarn over, slip the knit stitch, turn your work, knit, knit. This is the first row. Yarn over, slip a stitch, knit, knit. We pass our stitches through like this. And again, yarn over, and we continue knitting like this until the end of our round. Finish knitting on your own. I'll show it once more. Yarn over, slip the stitch, knit the stitches, pull through, just like that. Make a yarn over. That's it. Repeat until the end of our round, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. This is how mine turned out, and I'm finishing the last one. Yarn over, slip the stitch, knit, knit, pull through, and make a yarn over. I'm changing our marker. And the next second row, all our stitches are knit stitches, including the yarn over. We knit like this with knit stitches without tightening anything, very gently, so that everything glides smoothly. You knit the second row. That's it. This is how we separate these little stitches that we slipped and knit the second row. I'll see you at the end of the second row. We finish knitting our second row to the end. All stitches are knit stitches. And here you need to understand. Now I'll remove the marker. The next yarn over needs to be made between these stitches and these ones, so that we get this kind of step pattern. So what do? We'll leave the marker here, so that at the end of the row I can show you, just so you don't get confused. We slip this stitch without knitting it. Here we make a yarn over, and then continue as before. Slip without knitting. Knit. Pull it through like this. See, our pattern has already started to form. I yarn over, because it should be between these 2. Slip, knit, knit, and then we continue knitting just like in the first row. Just watch carefully so you don't make a mistake. Make a yarn over, slip, knit, knit. And we continue like this to the end of the row, knitting, so that our pattern comes out. Slip the yarn over, then slip the next stitch, knit 1 stitch, and then knit 1 more. Yarn over, slip, knit, knit without tightening, knit loosely so that the pattern is airy and loose. Continue like this to the end of the row. And at the end of the row, we'll meet up. And here I'll show you what to do to make sure everything looks nice. So I continue like this to the end of the row. This is our third row. Here I am finishing my third row. I knitted 2. I'm taking them off. Knit stitch. And next, as you can see, remember our marker, the knit stitch that we slipped? We're filming this one. We knit this stitch. We remove the marker. We knit this stitch. Just like that. We pass 1 stitch over the other. Like this. And for now, place a marker here. just so you don't get confused, because we'll be making changes in the same way elsewhere. And as you can see, your entire pattern comes out in sequence. Everything repeats. There's no step or gap when you transition around the circle. That's it. Next, we knit the fourth row in the round the same way, and basically we will be repeating the rows together. But I'll come back to you and show you how to make the step in the next row as well. So you need to understand that in each row, the yarn over is made between these knit stitches, where you have this little stripe. And there is always a yarn over between these stitches. So we knit these stitches together. We're taking this one off, the two front ones, like this, just like that. Well, not together, but you get it. We make this transition. That is a yarn over between every 3 stitches. And the next round, all the stitches are knit stitches. Every single stitch is knit. And you continue knitting like this until the end of the row. And at the end of the row, we'll meet again, and I'll show you once more how to start our round so that it turns out nice like this. And so you don't have a visible transition right here in this spot. This is the most important thing. When knitting in the round, the pattern is worked differently than when knitting back and forth, where we create a pattern with a step, a single step, and then turn all the purl stitches. And in the same way, we need to start our first and third rows differently and then repeat. But when knitting in the round, we knit everything the same way, only distinguishing between even and odd rows. So for the odd rows, we knit according to the pattern, and for the even rows like the second, fourth, sixth, and eighth, I knit all the stitches as knit stitches. And in every odd row, you knit the yarn over, 2 knit stitches or rather, slip 1, knit 2, and then pass the slip stitch over. Just as I'm showing, that is, we knit to the end. Let me show you once again how to start. And basically our pattern is knitted both in rows back and forth and in the round, just like this. Here I am finishing my 4th row. All stitches are knit stitches. We knit the yarn over, and all the stitches we work are knit stitches. And now we see we remove the marker so we don't get confused, and we see right here we need to make a yarn over. So these 2 stitches need to be knitted, and this one here should have been slipped and passed over, but it's already been worked according to the pattern. So we do it like this. We can move it over so we don't get confused here. The marker goes here. We really remember that we've already moved the stitch back and forth. It doesn't need anything, it just needs to be knitted like this. And then we do everything the same way, knit 2 stitches, and then pull this knitted one over here. Oops, see? And everything is following our pattern. And then we just keep going the same way. We make a yarn over, do it, slip the stitch, knit 2 stitches. We see that the yarn over is exactly in the right place, and we pull them through. That's it. Nothing changes as we go around. It's important for us to make sure everything looks nice here at our transition. And then we keep doing everything the same way. And we'll meet at the end of the row. I'll show you how I finish. Although it's pretty clear here, I finish with a yarn over. And then I can show you one more row, just so you can be completely sure. Well, girls, those who aren't beginners have already figured out how to do this. There you just need to slip the stitch a little and shape it so there's no step, so that, as you can see, nothing is visible at all. It's as if we're knitting everything according to the pattern. That's what I love, when everything is perfect. Maybe you've noticed. So, just like that. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, knit 1, like this. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, knit 1. That's it. We knit this round in a circle, and we'll meet at the end of the round to make a yarn over. Well, we'll meet again at the end of the round. This is an odd numbered row. That's where I'm working the pattern. We're finishing our row. Slip 1, knit 1, knit 1. knit it. And remember, here we need to make a yarn over. That's all. Switch the needles. And then all our stitches are knit stitches again. Now I'll knit a little bit. And this is the last thing I'm showing, because by now everything should be clear to you. If it's not clear, rewind to the beginning of the video and start again. Watch and look. When we finish tying, right here we'll have the same as when we started this row. There will be a yarn over and our knit stitch, just like before. And we remember how we did it here, right? We need to make a yarn over right here. So we slip the first stitch, make a yarn over. Then we need to slip this one, 2 knit stitches, yarn over, and we do it the same way as we did before. Well, I'll show you this last little moment and that's it. And with that you understand that we keep repeating exactly what I showed earlier. And we get, a little pattern. It's interesting, simple, and looks great in the round. But so that there isn't a step here, even after you remove the marker, once you do it the way I showed you, you won't be able to tell where this transition was. You'll only be able to tell by this little cord here. So now I'll show you one more time. I'll turn back and that's it. Well, here I'm recording the last row for you one final time. I've finished knitting all the stitches, knit stitches, yarn over, knit stitch, and we turn just like we did before. We take it off, we take it off, we don't tie it, we change clothes. Make a yarn over, slip, and everything just as we did before. Just like that. Then we finish knitting our pattern. You see how nice everything looks here. When we knit the yarn over here, slip this one, move these 2 stitches over here, and we've already made the yarn over. As we continue knitting, remember that in the next row we'll need to transfer the stitches, and that's it. Now we finish knitting our row. I knitted 2, made a yarn over, slipped 1, knit 1, and the one we slipped knitwise without knitting it. Just like that. And we're passing them here. That's all. You see how everything follows the pattern? Turn the work, and then all stitches are knit stitches. That's it. This concludes our masterclass on knitting mesh in the round and with turning rows. Take a look. Do you see? This is how it looks for us. Here we have our step, and here there is no step. So that's how it is. Such beauty. That's all. Use it, and don't forget to give me a like. Be sure to do it. Thank you.